let's try this out and make an English speaking vlog. And for those of you who hope I'm gonna like polish my German accent, I won't do this. I won't do this because I can't. And I mean, the point is that you need to understand me, right? You need to get what I'm saying. And the point of all of this is so I can reach a larger audience. I also consume a lot of content from UK, America, and I mean, German speaking countries are like free, not that much. And I had this thought that I was dating girls who only spoke English with me, and they liked my personality. And if they liked it, my English speaking personality, then you are also maybe gonna like it. On the other hand, I'm not dating these girls anymore, so maybe this argument doesn't really count that much. Anyway, enough with the chit chat. I'm going to Linz bouldering, and I'm doing I would like to call a volume session, high volume, low intensity session, which means 30 to 40 boulders I can do on site. Actually, since it's the first English speaking vlog, I have to introduce myself. I'm Konstantin, and till my 18th birthday I basically did climbing. Then I started going to the gym when I moved to Vienna, and I liked how I looked when I got bigger. Years passed, now I'm 28. And now I wanna incorporate climbing again. I tried in the last decades, but it didn't really work out because I was always thinking either muscles or, obviously, you see, I'm not a bodybuilder, so I even didn't take that too seriously. Anyway, so now I'm really giving it a shot again, and I'm so happy about it because climbing gave me so much and also gives me so much now. Am I allowed to drive here? Yeah, I guess. And that's why I'm really happy that I'm right now trying to incorporate it more. The thing is, I'm pretty busy. I work 9 to 5, 32 hours a week, so I have Friday free. But on the weekend I play music, most of the time with cover bands. And I also have my own band project, Für Chiara. It's German, so you will like it, you can listen to it. Anyway, I have a lot of things going on, and it's hard to find a balance. So right now I'm trying to do everything as relaxed as possible and not rushing things. And here comes the high volume, low intensity part into play, because in the past when I tried to incorporate more climbing into my life, I hurt myself. I injured myself, and now I want to really try to get my body to adapt to the climbing, I don't know the word right now. Look, if you broke your ankle and stuff and you have to sit in a wheelchair for 3 weeks, you don't stand up and sprint, right? You stand up and you walk, and then you walk more, and then it gets better. Exactly. This is what I'm doing now with climbing. And I also have my own evidence that this works, because actually back in 2021, after a pretty much lame summer, I would say, I was just playing cover band gigs in August all the time. Then I drove spontaneously to France, south of France, Dauphiné, Briançon, to meet with Pauli and Felix, good friends of mine, and Tommy, I think, was also there, and Christoph. So I don't want to leave out anyone. It was such a nice holiday. And basically what we did was climbing, non-stop climbing. Pauli and Chris, they're pro climbers. Tommy, or now he also is. And all we did was climb. And in the beginning I could barely do a 6P+. And in the end I could do a 7P+, again, red point. And of course I did a lot of climbing before. Until I was 18, I was climbing 7C+ on the regular back then. Still, 10 days of climbing trip and I was back at my old strength. And yeah, this is why I think just climbing a lot, because back then I didn't care. In the end I tried to red point this 7P+, But in the beginning I was just climbing, and it was so good. And in the fall that followed this holiday, this was in September, and then the fall, I also climbed a lot because there were still COVID restrictions. I was just out there with friends climbing because it was the only way to do something with friends, and it was nice because I came back from this holiday really good actually. And also there I was just climbing 10, 15 routes a day. Also projecting. This was the time when I could send Ansichten eines Clowns. It's a 7B+, but an old one, so it's probably a bit harder now, but I'm really proud of this one. I could also send Power Pills, which was a 7C+, and I did it right after I sent it a second time for training purposes. This was great times. But back then I got thin again because I didn't do Krafttraining on the gym, and now I want to find a balance. I'm not anymore in this, I want to get as big as possible, but I want to have a nice athletic frame to my body because I like it, how it looks. I like it more if I look like a bit muscular, also in the legs, and I know it's not the best for climbing, but let's be real, I'm not gonna climb 8C+ in this life. Well, I think climbing is really fun above 7A+. Sport climbing, speaking about sport climbing, about 7A+, you have really more possibilities to climb, like the cooler routes. Sometimes you have a really cool 6B+ route, of course. But I think that I really always like this challenge of getting a project and sending this. So this I can do with a bit more muscle. And now I'm balancing this. If you like to follow this journey, then hit subscribe, comment. Also German speakers, comment if you like the English. Right now I'm really enjoying it. I actually like my personality in English. I also like that I don't give a... My parents are also watching this. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about my accent. It's cool, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Forget this again, this is cringe. Yeah, okay, we are going full autistic here right now. We right now entering Linz, the city of steel, as driving over the beautiful railway station right now, and going to Froschberg to the Boulder Gym Steinbock. And there I will film boulders and do a voice-over commentary, and I think this is actually gonna be kind of hilarious. I hope so. I can film without like totally cringe in the gym, and then comment on it later. And yeah, let's take you guys there. Actually not in my van today, but in this cool car my uncle gifted to me and my sister in, what was it, 2020 during the COVID pandemic. And with that car I drove with Benjamin, a good friend of mine, to Magic Wood actually, and we put some crash pads back here, and it's a real good car, and it's from 2001, so it's really old. And already 2020 my father always said, nah, give it a half a year something, and still going strong in 2026. Crazy how the time passes. We are here. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that crowded since it has 30-ish degrees. Only strange people go bouldering in a not climate at the gym at this temperature. But it's super cool. I've been here once. It's a super cool gym, and we're gonna do 30, if there's time, 40 boulders. Let's go. Starting in with this, yeah, I mean it's a ladder, right? It's, yeah, not much to say about this, guys. And anyways, I'm doing this one take. I have no interest in doing more than one voiceover recording. Yeah, here we have a green one. Okay, also not interesting. This one wasn't even graded, to be honest. Now it gets more interesting. I really love how these holes felt, and I mean it's still a nice warm-up boulder. This blue one was more, yeah, on the generic side. You're gonna hear that more often. Still, the yellow was better. Blue one, kind of sloppery style, and yeah, but it was alright. What do we got here? Green one. I guess this wasn't very special. Rather boring. I mean, the good thing with this approach is you can start. Yeah, basically, you don't need to do a warm up because the first 10 boulders I climbed, they are like super easy. Really, really easy. I would guess in the area of 4A to 5B ish. This part of the climbing gym I didn't like too much, so I cut away a lot of boulders from there. I mean, this violet one was nice. Here I can't even see the color right now. It's, yeah, I guess it was okay, this one, but I skipped a couple of one from there in favor of a more interesting part of the climbing gym. The grade is from 1 to 8, with 1 being the easiest, 8 the hardest. And I already found out that I could do a 4 with ease, so that's cool. It's half of the grading, and I kind of like it here. It's so, they have such cool walls, even the easy ones. And the way the walls are built, I really like that. 10 boulders in, that was fast. The good thing with this approach is you don't need a lot of warm-up, because the first 10 boulders, they should just be super, super easy. Let's do 10 more like this, and then try maybe 5 or 6 ones. So careful, the grading is 1 to 8 here, so I don't know. I guess 4 might be, or 5 might be 6B plus or something like this. I guess actually when I'm making this English speaking content, I should look up the V scale. Don't know anything about this. Let's try the over there. Yeah, here getting into more steeper terrain, I might say. I mean, still, this was actually very cool with, I think, a kind of sloppery, and I like the amount of tilt of the wall. I don't have the words right now for it. Like, is it overhang? It sounds like like I'm making a German word, Überhang English. This green one was already getting into the right direction. I like the style of this one. A bit more athletic, a bit like, although it looks sloppery, a bit crimpy style here. Yeah, this one I really liked. Don't know why I didn't make a cut in the video here. Just kept it running, okay. Yeah, this one was, you see, the first boulder I couldn't do on site due to my coordination or mobility issues, although I'm working on this. But on the second try, it turns out to be a really nice one with the start and then getting up there and basically exiting the boulder in a slab. I really liked, I think I'm gonna say this also in a video where I talk to you. I really liked the way these boulders in this gym, even the easy ones, are made. Also here on the, how is it called? We say Schwammerl in German. It's like a fungus, or like you would say. Yeah. This yellow one was okay. It's, I think, more interesting, I guess, was the next one, which, this green, yeah, with the Sinter pillars. Is this the English word for it? Yeah, it was okay. Still in the more warm-up-ish area of my boulder session. Alright, enough with the chit-chatting and easy boulders. Let's try first with the number 5. I don't know the exact grade, might be a 6B plus or something. I'm sure I can do it. But this one, the red one, looks super nice. Exactly my style with the crimps. Let's try this one. Yeah, turns out this one was really my style, really nice. I love just crimps and combined with athletic moves, especially crimps I can hold. Like, you know, you got it, but it's super, it feels just good to climb. You know this feeling? This was this boulder, so good. This was super fun. And confirmed I can do the 5s. That's why I wanna, oh no, this one is 6, this is too hard, I guess. Maybe I could do it, but I wanna pace myself. Yeah, I didn't pace myself and tried the 6th one. And as you can see, I couldn't do it on sides, but that's fine. On the second try, although kind of cheating on the start there. But yeah, it starts off with this bit sloppers and up to this bigger slopper. And then this cool move to the pinches. Yeah, and I skipped the hold I couldn't hold. Just had to try this pink 6 boulder, although I think I kinda cheated on the start. But for me right now it's not about standing, it's about gaining experience. And speaking of, this green looks so cool. I mean, look at this. We get here the beginning and then these cool crimps here. Continuing like this. Crazy, I have to try this one. And with this I have my favorite boulder. This was super fun. With the crimps, exactly my, oh, this doesn't look so good. Exactly my style, super fun boulder. Although, now I have to, yeah, I mean, you know, it's on the edge of what I can, I mean, outside of it. Actually, it's not on the edge, what I could project, but it's on the edge on what I do right now, which is boulder a lot, easy boulders I can do on site, but right now as I'm speaking, I'm actually seeing that I can do this on site, so props to me actually, self-esteem, yeah. Yeah, starting the last 10 boulders with some overhang action. Green one, starting out with the crimps here, although they look like sloppers. And above the edge, yeah, obviously this is what what I'm good at right now, with being, yeah, bulky and doing a lot of pull-ups basically. Still, this was nice. You can see it right now in the top with these crimps. A cool project, bouldered in a very cool way. Then we have this very easy violet boulder. Yeah, I did a bit of jumping here and boulder bro things. It was okay. It was okay-ish. I didn't film anymore there. There were a couple of others like these. This one was fun. I think more on the slab style. Easy one actually. I mean, you can see the holds for the feet. Is there a word? Holds for the feet? I'm not sure. This I don't know. I hated this actually. It's. I mean, already I got a blister, you will see it soon, and this, I don't know, this was just nasty, and I could feel my back burning from the pull session the day before, and it was an overhang at the end of the session, so this was a bit tough. Here you can see the whole gym, which is really nice and roomy, I might say, and then it was time for the 40th boulder. That was quick already. I'm cringing a little bit because people are around, that's why I'm not having my most enthusiastic voice right now. I still have to get used to this. So the time was passing quick, it's already pulled up 40, and I have to say I'm really finished right now. I'm dead. I mean, I also did a heavy pull-up session yesterday with 12 sets 6 sets pull-ups, 6 sets chin-ups, and 5 sets Australian pull-ups, so I'm already kind of exhausted. I already got my first blister, if you can see it. Great. I hope I don't get sepsis, but it's a sign. I love it. The feeling of, and if you're watching this, you probably love this too, the feeling of, yeah, starting it, since it's Sunday, starting into a new week with your hands like burning from the boulder session. I really miss this, and this is also part why I'm doing this again. So psyched about this actually, psyched. Also kind of a cringe word, but it describes this. So, and to conclude this session, I'm gonna try a slab, and I'm sure this is the first boulder that I'm not gonna on-site today. I mean, there were 2 others I did on-site actually, and I didn't film every boulder, but yeah, let's try this slab, and then let's see how quick I can do it, and then do a little recap about the session later in the car, or maybe I'm drinking some coffee-ish things here. Cola Zero on ice. But first, let's do this. One side. Great session so far. Let's see you in the coffee shop. Yeah, so this was great. Sitting outside now because it was very hot with my Super Zero, and I'm really happy. I don't know where to put this actually. It was a great session, 40 boulders today. I had really a lot of energy, but it like decreased during the session a lot. But still, I'm happy. I got the blister. I hope I don't get sepsis. Coke Zero after intense session on a Sunday in summer would be nice. So now I'm heading to the town center after I take a shower to get some nice food. Guys, I have to say, I enjoyed this, especially in English. Maybe I cringe less because it's not my mother tongue, and it would be nice if I would become access to the English-speaking community. Actually, I discovered that a lot of YouTubers I follow, for example Marcus Wittbø, he's basically from Norway, so he's also not English native speaker. A lot of people are doing this, and let's try this out. Please drop your insights on this format. I really enjoyed the mixture of voiceover and talking to you in the gym. Let's see how this turns out in future, and comment your opinion on my way of getting back into climbing. I'm also trying to give you more insights on how I combine it with still calisthenics and like hypertrophy training, since I don't want to get small again. But follow my journey, leave a, how do you say this in English? Den Kanal abonnieren to drop, follow me. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next vlog.